I reminisce. Yeah.
Man, put on that Saturday night creep face. We back. Welcome to Keeping 100 Sports. I don't really need all that. Welcome to Keeping 100 Sports. This is Tarek Wilson, Miles Bellinger, and Kobe Kelly. We had to take a little hiatus. I had to go on a trip, get our minds right for you all. Now we're heading into this football season. And man, dude, there's so much happened while we've been gone. So much happened while we've been gone. The guy Romo, I knew he was gonna get hurt. I think we've talked about it on previous episodes. I just didn't know it was gonna happen so soon.
I think honestly, the last episode we had, I had mentioned he's bound to get hurt. I think that was the last episode we had talked about, and we look up and he's out for 6 to 10 weeks.
But with negatives come positive, and the homie Dak got time to shine. That's been the guy. I rock with Dak. Why you shake your head at Dak? What?
We'll see what happens.
Here we go.
You want them to start Sanchez?
We'll see where this goes.
So you're not rocking with Dak?
I have no issue with
Dak. The community needs to know. Do you rock with Dak?
I don't mind Dak. I don't like the Cowboys. We'll see what happens with them.
It's about Dak. He's exciting. He brings a new flair to the Cowboys. I just like watching him play. Anything new. I like watching him play. And we got an inside scoop. Kobe, you talked to a Cowboy fan. You got an interview. We do interviews now on the show.
I had a conversation with a Cowboy fan, kind of picking and making fun of the whole Tony Romo incident. Apparently, Cowboy Nation excited. They're glad this bit Romo gone.
Can you blame him?
Listen,
how many times has Romo got hurt?
He gets hurt. But I feel like a lot of people also don't give Romo credit for what he does. Romo's a good QB regardless. But this man
give him credit for what?
He's still a good QB. He's still a top 6, top 7 QB.
He gets enough credit as he deserves. Because
Romo is an efficient Andy Dalton.
I know what.
Okay, so let's just end this. He's an efficient Andy Dalton. He has the great seasons, but then when it comes time for him to actually do something,
he just has the great games. He can throw for 500 yards, 4 TDs.
He's not efficient seasons. He's not efficient seasons.
3 picks, 230 yards.
My thing is, when it comes down to it, when you name QBs, you really can't. There's not more than maybe 5 QBs that you would pick over Tony Romo. Let's be honest.
I can name 5.
Yeah, 5. So he's number 6 or 7.
Okay, but yeah, I could at least name 5.
Yeah, so he's still. What do you mean?
I could probably put him at number 8.
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not
bad. You
number
got
6.
Your four elite quarterbacks right now, and you got your.
All right, so name the QBs you would pick over Tony Romo.
I don't get rid of Rodgers, get rid of Brady, get rid of Drew
Brees, Russell Wilson,
Andrew Luck,
Cam.
You pick Andrew Luck right now over Tony Romo?
Yeah, I would. Right now, I'd pick Andrew Luck over Tony Romo.
I don't know if I could right now.
Newton. Okay.
You Ben Roethlisberger.
Big Ben.
So that's about 7. I think him and Romo are kind of
neck and neck. You can
kind of interchange them. So actually, I would say number 8. I would say 8. Yeah.
That's not bad. All right, well, let's keep rolling. This ain't the Tony Romo show. So a lot of what I've been seeing, and I just in research on social media, just in general, like I said, Dak's taking over, and so a lot of people have like how you are, Kobe, don't know what to expect, and it really, it's two sides of the coin. One side is hyping him, because they seen what he did in the preseason, and another side is he's a rookie, yada 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 yada. The Cowboys, I don't know what to expect. One thing I take to offense with it is people act like we haven't seen rookies with his tools that we've seen come into the league and done some great thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting him to be a Pro Bowler. No, I'm just saying that he's behind the best line in the NFL. He has the tools from what we've seen. Why can't he have a good season? People feel like he's a rookie. He's not gonna have a good season.
They might be downplaying it a little bit is because he's been playing against second string, third string defenses.
Bro,
so
I think
I'm not downplaying him. I like him. I'm excited to see him, but I think if anything, that'd be the reason why is because he's not playing. Let's see what happens when he plays against first stringers for 60 minutes.
I understand that.
We'll see what happens.
No, I understand that, and I was totally with you. I think I had the conversation with Kobe off here about like, okay, he's not playing it. But when Miles, he played against that first string Seahawks defense.
I know,
and they were trying to light that boy up, and he played well. You know what I'm saying? That's the Seahawks.
And that's the flip side of that coin when people say, oh, he's not playing this, and that. It is preseason, but you also got to take what he's done in the preseason and think about what he can do in this next 10 games. He didn't throw he didn't have a turnover. He threw five TDs.
I think the one into he did have, they called back. Well, I mean, one interception throughout the whole preseason.
That interception was down in the stat sheet. So
yeah.
He looked good. We'll see what
happens. I mean, I rock on him. We'll see what happens.
I mean, I'm like, by looking at the schedule, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. Their first two games are the first games against the Giants.
They got a light schedule. They got a light schedule.
No, but I'm saying, the first game's against the Giants and second game's against the Redskins. That's two division games.
Division games right there, so that can really.
If he loses both those games, everybody's gonna lose their mind and freak out.
I don't think he's gonna lose both games.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he's gonna lose both.
I don't know, man.
To be honest with you,
the Giants game I think is gonna be interesting.
If he's gonna lose, it's gonna be against the Giants because I don't see him losing against the Redskins.
Okay. So let's transition into. I want to talk about that man-child Derrick Henry. I think we can transition to that.
That animal.
He's like, I think Kobe, and I know me and you have probably watched this more because we probably watch college football more or less. He's probably the most complete Bama running back.
He looks.
I'm not saying as far as like dual threat, but as far as like his stature, the way being 6'2" and he runs the ball, it's ridiculous.
But I think you talking about you had Mark Ingram, you had Tajae Yeldon.
Yeah, but Yeldon, you can't even throw in that.
Yeldon had a rough rookie season. You can't judge him out there.
The way they played in college, like you got Richardson, Ingram, Yeldon, you can throw them in. But I think out of those four, like in their primes, right there, my choice would be Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that boy is. My thing now, I'm wondering. I know you can't be upset about it. You have two great running backs now. You have DeMarcus Murray. You have him. You think they would have? If they would have known Derrick Henry, like once again, that Prescott thing. We don't know how great Derrick Henry is going to be when the season starts. It's good that he's able to work the load with DeMarcus Murray. But let's say he does really well. Do you think they would have wished they would have just said, "Hey, forget you, DeMarcus Murray, we'll be okay"?
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think they could have planned that. Like I think when they drafted him, they're like, okay. I don't think they thought he was going to do what he did in preseason. It was just like he was almost doing. He picked up from college into preseason. Like he looks
absolutely amazing.
But like he didn't take that transition where he has to build up his knowledge or how faster the game is in the NFL.
But my thing is, they signed DeMarcus Murray before the draft. I mean, they got DeMarcus Murray was on the signed traded. They had DeMarcus Murray.
Yeah,
they purposely drafted him. When I did that, I was confused. It's like, you have DeMarcus Murray. Let him go to a team. Let Derrick Henry go to a team that that can use.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people said too. You got two power backs.
Yeah, and so it's
it looks good still. I mean,
you can put them both out there. You can run split backs, and that's dangerous as it is right there.
Yeah, but then it comes down to DeMarcus Murray wants his touches. DeMarcus Murray wants his touches. And so I granted Derrick Henry deserves his touches. So it's like I can't. I
Yeah, I
hope
know.
it
Yeah, I know
works
what you mean.
out.
It's like,
I hope it works out because it's just like it can be a mess. Because
it's
then
gonna
you're
turn
gonna,
into a
They might end up trading. They might end up trading DeMarco Murray before the deadline. You
Yeah,
never know.
but Tyreek just reminded me. It reminded me of
That
who
was
was
so-
it? Was it Chris Johnson and Lindell White? You know, they were
Reggie
totally
Bush.
different
It
backs.
was Reggie Bush, and Lindell White.
It was Reggie Bush, but remember when Lindell White
Yes,
came to
when
the
he got
Titans?
drafted to the
They were
Titans,
both
yeah. It was
both
like
playing
thunder.
well. Lindell White won his touches, and they both started getting kind of like
They got
who's the other
Eagles
back?
kicked in.
Yeah, and Tyreek's right. I mean, Derrick Henry's like a really nice
But
dude.
see, here's my
So
thing.
does
Like,
DeMarco
not to
Murray.
get
I
too
don't
much
think. I
into
don't
it.
know.
Now, I could have seen if DeMarco Murray was a different type of back, like a Jeremy Hill, Gio Bernard combo. They're the exact same back.
Yeah, that's what Tyreek is saying. Yeah,
So
they're
it's
exactly.
yeah, that's why it's weird. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that.
You're gaining an advantage somewhat because you can run them, you can sub them in and out, and there's a fresh back going all the time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, one of them is going to get fed up. And I don't think Derrick Henry would have the right to get fed up right away because he is a rookie.
Yeah.
If anything,
It'll be DeMarco Murray.
It's gonna be DeMarco.
DeMarco Murray would get fed up because
just like
he was
he did
brought
in
there
Philly.
with the whole different intention. Like they brought him there
To be
and
the
they
guy.
gave him this impression that you're the guy, but then they drafted this dude. I even think there were reports when they drafted Derrick Henry, DeMarco Murray was like frustrated because he's like, what's up?
That's the same thing as like when Philly got Bradford, and then they go ahead and draft Wentz.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's like, well, I'm not playing no
Bradford
backup.
needed to be replaced.
That's
a good transition. That's a good transition. Yeah,
I got a lot of Bradford. As injury prone as Bradford is, the time that he's been on the field, he's actually been really productive. But he can never stay on the field. He's been off the field more times than not.
Bradford sucks.
Wow.
He's not good. I'm not like he's not a good quarterback. And then like
You know
you said,
what?
they traded him good, but then they traded him for
Just like you
the
said.
Eagles made out.
Exactly.
But it's like so it's
they
like
never got Kobe, and I want to say this: I've never seen a player that got traded so many times, and he kept his trade value every time he's got traded. Every time he's got traded, that team's been getting a first round pick or a second round pick.
I don't
After all these
understand.
injuries, how does he still keep that trade value?
Yo,
I don't
I'm
get
saying this
it.
right now. That Vikings trade drives me absolutely nuts. Why would you
do that?
trade? Yeah, your QB gets hurt. You trade for another QB that always gets hurt, and you trade a first round pick for what? His value is not that high. Oh my god!
and
It's so
a
frustrating.
conditional fourth rounder that may be a second rounder.
Oh my god!
You want to know the condition for it to be a second rounder? Bradford has to win the Super Bowl.
For the best. Yo,
Is that a condition or you just made that up?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Bradford wins the Super Bowl. It's the
We all
second
know
rounder.
that didn't happen.
I mean, the thing is, like,
you couldn't have. You tell me there was no other quarterback. There was no other quarterback that you could have possibly traded for or signed to lead your team.
I mean, no, not really. That was really out there. I don't know. They said they were trying to get Nick Foles, but then they seen the Bradford trade and they said,
Why
nah.
not bring Vic back? You might as well. They're not going nowhere. They might make the playoffs.
that's my thing.
Like,
You're not
like you're really not changing the offense that much if you bring Vic in.
The Vikings aren't that bad. They're gonna make the playoffs. They made the playoffs last year.
They're gonna be one and done. They're not gonna make it to the second round. So with that,
Oh no, I'm not saying that. No, I'm saying, but I feel like y'all are really disrespecting the Vikings. Like they don't have potential to make some moves.
I'm disrespecting the Vikings now because they got Sam Bradford as their quarterback. I think it would have been an easier transition if they were to bring like somebody like Mike Vick. Granted, I know he's getting old, but he somewhat has the same style of play as Teddy.
All right, I'm not gonna be disrespectful in saying this, but swapping in Bradford and Teddy, there's not gonna be any lapse of production from that offense. Like Teddy,
It will be when he gets hurt.
they really did it. What I'm saying, they really didn't unleash Teddy the way Teddy needed to be unleashed and used for there to be that big of a difference. That's like, okay, Bradford's there. It's not gonna be that. If anything, there's gonna be more passing going on. Like I think it's like because Teddy Bridgewater really didn't pass the ball that often, and then when he did, it wasn't that great.
Well, I'll tell you
but
one thing. Bradford's gonna have to get that ball off quick because their line ain't that great.
Well, I mean, Sean Hill started right now until he gets the playbook. I guess I don't know. I stopped caring. Yeah.
But I think because when Tyree says, I think Bridgewater. I think last year he had 14 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Like really, the stats aren't amazing. They don't really jump out at you. I think Bradford had 19 touchdowns, 14 interceptions.
Bridgewater did enough to get the job done.
He did. Bradford, Tyreek's right.
And don't forget, Stephon Diggs broke out crazy last year, so that helped Teddy out a lot too.
Yeah, like that's just I don't know. Nothing's really gonna happen till AP leaves. That team's really not gonna be to its full potential till AP leaves because they just focused on AP.
Bradford, they throw the ball a lot with. He's going in at a good time because like you said, they wanted to get Teddy to throw the ball more. Things going in.
Now, too bad Mike Wallace didn't stay because Bradford can throw the deep ball. You know, he complained about Bridgewater. I mean, too bad he couldn't stay. We'll just see how that would have worked out.
You got Joe Flacco. He's fine.
Man.
Let's I hate to get serious, but let's transition. Actually, it's not that serious because there can be some funny points out of it. Kapernik made a stand within these so we missed a lot. We've been on a break for a little while.
Yeah, about 2 months.
Kaepernick made a stand, and so people who's been in the recent news know what Kaepernick's stand is. We don't have to get into all that. That's kind of getting too deep. One thing that me and Kobe were discussing that we can bring to this platform was the fact that is Kaepernick using his publicity in I want to say what is it called in the right direction?
Well,
is he how would you word it? Because we had a discussion.
No, you're right. It's pretty much is Kaepernick. He brought up this point that the injustice is happening in America and when African Americans, minorities being oppressed.
And that's what the flag stands for,
Yeah, he's disagreeing with it.
And the flag stands for the opposite of that, and he's sitting down because he doesn't agree with what's going on.
Realize that, but...
So, he said, pretty much, is he going about the right way to bring awareness to what's happening right now for what he was doing?
Like, give your examples of how and
Well, I said now. I believe now he is because when he originally did it, I liked what he was doing, but then he did have the socks that have the pigs as cops on there. Then he wore the shirt that had Fidel Castro and Malcolm X on there. And he started doing things that...
What's wrong with the Malcolm X shirt? No, you didn't tell me about the Malcolm X shirt.
It's on the same shirt.
He started doing a lot of those things without explaining why he was really doing it.
See, you told me about the shirt. You didn't tell me Malcolm X was on the shirt. See, there's nothing wrong wearing a Malcolm X shirt.
There's nothing wrong. But like you said, people were saying that as you trying to be a revolutionary figure and you're trying to be like a rebel for the cause.
But on the positive side, granted, Malcolm X took things into his own hands in a different way.
It's an aggressive approach, yes.
But it's like you knew what Malcolm X stands for, and that's what the shirt is supposed to represent. You just told me that Fidel Castro was on the shirt, and that's why I was kind of
Malcolm X shirt. But it's all the same message.
And then with the socks, like I said, with the socks. He said, and I don't believe the brother, why are you going to get on a platform and lie? He said he had the socks on before the incident they caught him with socks.
I don't believe that.
I don't.
No.
I don't.
Why would he sit there and lie?
No, because let me tell you something. If he would have wore something like that, athletes like him are on video, on camera all the time. If he was to wear something like that, that would have came out on Twitter. That would
what
have
if
been
he had some sweats on? You didn't see the socks.
How about
they must have been
the
covered.
public like that.
They must have been covered. He didn't go out showing them like that.
Never. Yeah, some sweats on. You know what I'm saying? Some high tops. You ain't see him. You ain't gonna see the socks.
In the end, I felt like he was going away from the message. It was like said, it was a real aggressive approach. I didn't like the way he was going about it, but now I think he's back on track.
I understand. Like I said, one thing that I just want to voice, and me and Kobe talk, I'm just personally done with, and also not NBA players, because they, you know what I'm saying, they stand up for what's going on in their realm. But NFL players, I personally am kind of done with y'all or them. Just people care too much about their brand. People care too much about getting in trouble and not stand up for the right things. You got players
we need Marshawn Lynch back.
the dude from the player from the Seahawks that's sitting down with him is Eric
Jeremy
Reed.
Lane.
Yeah, Jeremy Lane sitting down with him. Eric Reed from the Niners. Like, so, but why aren't other minority players like? I don't like. You know, I don't get it. And Eric Reed and Jeremy Lane are sitting down. Are they in trouble? Like, just like, so why can't other players back his cause? Like, I don't. It's stupid.
I think it's different now because somebody had to be the face of that, and Kaepernick's the face of what.
He's the face now. No, I'm saying that's over with. He's the face. So why isn't no one else backing him?
So now that people are doing it, they're like, well, okay, well, we've seen this before. And like you said, nobody's talking about it. And I don't know the woman's name. One of the soccer girls, or one of the women that play soccer did it. She took it and she was like, well,
she did.
I've never believed in the American flag because they not oppress, but
because she's gay.
She's gay. So she did that because of that. But my thing is, it always seems like somebody waits for somebody else to do something.
No.
Yeah.
Instead of you just doing it on your own. But
my thing is, he's did it. He's out there. He's doing it. Help him. Like, yo, before the veteran support Kaepernick.
Can I tell you why?
Movement started going
tell
up.
you why probably nobody backed up Kaepernick, even though they really wanted to?
Why?
Is Roger Goodell.
But no one's in trouble.
I get that.
no one's in trouble right now.
We all know that a lot of players don't say what they want to feel because Goodell does anything he wants. Like Sherman, I'm surprised that Sherman didn't back him up on that.
Like I said, that's just so many players that are just like, yo, they speak about everything else. They talk about everything else in the world.
As soon as something like that comes into play, they're like, oh, well, you know, hey, that's on him. Or like Victor Cruz.
Yeah, like anybody. And I'm like, really? You know, what I was about to say is before the support, the veteran support Kaepernick or however the hashtag goes, before that happened, I was feeling bad. Because I was like, yo, help him. He's just out in the face,
no man's
like being attacked by everybody. And there's not one NFL player was standing by his side to like say like, yo, say whether he's right or just to sit down with him.
But nobody brought up like, well, you know what? Technically, he does have a right to do that. That's his freedom of speech. He can choose to do that. Nobody.
I think if anything, I was more upset that players did not, because it ended up not even being about him standing or kneeling or sitting. It ended up being him against the veterans and stuff. This man is not against them. Yeah,
I'm saying
that's
upsetting.
But
he voiced that. But people who don't really look into what's going on just see somebody sitting down when the national anthem's going on and are ignorant. I'll say ignorant because this is people who don't enlighten themselves on what his cause is. They're ignorant. They just say, "Oh, he's against the veterans." He clearly said, "I have family members who are veterans. I am not against veterans." But hey, like we can get into this all day. Let's
we have to go. Let's get into one more thing about the Rodney Harrison's comments. The most
I didn't want to bring that up
in my life.
We have to.
You make that your final drive? You make that your final drive?
Man,
so
we can do that.
All right, so Kobe's final drive. What's your final drive? What's your final drive?
Yo, Rodney Harrison, man. As someone they said, we're all from Boston. Us three are from Boston. We love Patriots. Rodney Harrison said the comments on Kaepernick are so out of line and so ridiculous and ignorant. I can't even be a fan anymore. I don't think. I can't believe he even said that. But I mean,
no.
I don't know. You felt the same way about it, right?
You know what?
I think everyone did.
My thing is, if you're gonna sit here and talk about a guy like that,
I gotta find his comments.
Know your facts. Don't sit here and just blabber on about Kaepernick like he's not this, he's not that, and then you go turn around after all that. And you go say, well, hey, you know what? Oh, I didn't know he was black.
I didn't know he was mixed.
Well, I didn't know,
which I don't think it matters. We want support from all races. It doesn't matter if you're black
you
or
want
what.
support from all races, but when somebody
basically, his comments was he doesn't know anything about the black struggle because he's not black. Like that was his statement, pretty much. So
which doesn't mean any he's supporting, even if he was Middle Eastern or white. In fact, he's supporting a cause he thinks is like some type of injustice in America. You don't say, well, he's not black, so what would he even know about? Like, come on, man. That's not what you do, Rodney. Come on.
So my final drive, in more positive light. I don't know if, like I said, we talked about the Titans for a little bit, but we got a UMass product on the Titans. Kobe, I don't know if you know about him. Tajae Sharpe, that's my new homie. I rock with him. Yeah, he's done a lot of big things in college, so right now he's fighting for that. He's starting for the Titans, right along Rashard Matthews. But wide receiver.
Working slot.
Yeah, so he's trying to take that number one spot. So that'll be a big thing. He's a rookie. He's from, you know what I'm saying, he went to school around here. I don't know exactly where he's from, but keep an eye out for him. He's on a couple fantasy teams.